Hi, this is Lisa Loves to Crochet and Knit. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this tiny potato. And I have them on a keychain so you can carry them from your bag. So it's just a teeny tiny potato. And for size wise, I'm going to show you, this is how big he is compared to the quarter. So he's pretty small. Okay, let's get started. You're going to need, let's move up my video here. You're going to need a keychain with a key ring to attach, some red yarn, some black yarn, some fiberfill, and then you're going to need some brown yarn. And then your crochet hook you're going to use is a G. If you can see it on this side. There he is. And a pair of scissors. And don't forget a tapestry needle. So that's what you need for this video. So let's get started. You're going to start with the brown yarn. And we're going to start with a magic loop. And I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to put 5 half double crochets in the loop, in the magic loop here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my 5 half double crochets. I tighten the magic loop, and then I go into this first stitch of the magic loop with a slip stitch. And then I chain 1. And then now is where I stop and I knot this. I make sure I pull it tight for the center. So I'll pull it as tight as I can without breaking my yarn, and then I'll knot it and weave in the ends, and I'll come back. So this is what it looks like now that I have the end weaved in. It's knotted back there. And then I'm going to chain 1. I think I already said that. And then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in that same stitch. And in the next chain, I'm going to put 2 half double crochets. And I'm going to repeat that pattern all the way around. And I'll come back. Okay, so I've completed 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. And I count that chain 1 space and that half double crochet in that first space. So I count that as 2. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 half double crochets. And then I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. Make sure you're going just to both the loops. So there's my slip stitch. That's what it looks like. Going to chain 1. And now I'm going to put a half double crochet in that same space. And then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. I'm going to kind of pull it kind of tight. So it's kind of starting to curl up like a little ball. So I'll come back when I'm completed this round. Okay, so I've completed that round. Just 1 half double crochet in each stitch. And remember, I count that chain 1 space with that 1 half double crochet in the same space as 2, just like I would normally. That chain 1 space I count. So I have a total of 12 half double crochets. including that chain 1 space. And then I'm going to go in that first stitch with a slip stitch and then a chain 1. So that it kind of looks like a little hat for your thumb. It's super small. So now I'm going to chain or do a half double crochet in the same stitch. And I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. And I'll come back when I'm done with that. Okay, so I've completed that round as well. And now I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. And I'm going to chain 1. And now I'm going to stop. And this is the time that it's easy to add your eyes and your mouth. So by doing so, I'm going to leave the brown. I'm not going to cut it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to stop for a second and grab my tapestry needle and grab some black yarn. We'll do the eyes first. And so I'm just going to grab a little length of my black yarn on my tapestry needle, and I'm going to put towards the front. And you can see where I put the eyes. It's not that round. It's below the second round. So it's basically all on the third round. So this is the first round. This is the second. So I'm going to go insert my needle inside, and I'm going to push up the needle into one of those little stitches that I was in, and pull the black all the way and leave in a little tail. And then I'm going to make a V. I'm going to come right down here to this stitch, and I'm going to go up to the next. So it's going to be a V. And so I pull it up like that. And then I'm going to meet in the middle. And I'm going to push it down. So it's a little V. And then I'm going to go in the next one, right across from it, up to the top, go down to almost to the other stitch, and then go up into the other one. You don't want to make them very wide. And then I go down to the center again. And then there's your little eyes. And then what you do is I take the black, and all I do is just give it a double knot. And then I'm just going to snip my yarn. I'm going to fold this back under. I'm going to leave the yarn in there. I'm not going to do anything to it because it's going to be stuffed anyway. And then I'm going to take my tapestry needle again and grab the red yarn. And I'm going to weave in or thread my needle. And then I'm going to make the mouth. And the mouth, I'm just going to go right underneath the eyes. So I'm just going to grab this loop, pull it all the way almost so I have like a little tail. And then I'm going to go into this one, right underneath the other eye. And I'm just going to give that a double knot. Try not to knot my brown yarn. And so there's my red. And all I'm going to do is snip those. And I'm going to push that up there because you don't need that anyway. So there's the mouth. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with my round. But first I'm going to grab some stuffing. And I'm going to put some stuffing in there. Now I can always add more, so I don't need a lot. It's little. So there it is, stuffed a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a half double crochet decrease in that same stitch of the chain 1 and the next stitch. So you might break your yarn a little bit at times. And then I'm just going to do another decrease, half double crochet decrease. So I'm going to do that all the way around. Half double crochet decrease in the every 2 stitches, because you remember you're decreasing. So just going to do another decrease, and so that's all I'm going to do, is I'm just going to do half double crochet decreases all the way around. Pull it tight, and so I'm going to continue that, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I've completed that, and so the last one, there's one space open, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a half double crochet in that stitch, and so that leaves me with a total of 6 half double crochets, and that includes all of those half double crochet decreases. So I'm just going to chain or slip stitch to the first top of that chain, and it leaves a little gap, you can see that. And so then I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail and cut my brown yarn, and I'm going to pull that, make that a knot. And then if you need to stuff more, then now is your time. And it's a little hole, but you can finesse your way. It's not hard. So sometimes the back of my crochet hook is the best. And so with the brown yarn that I left for the tail, I am going to grab my tapestry needle again. And what I do now is I just kind of tighten this, cinch this bottom. So I'll go in one of the loops over to the next, like that. And then the next 2. And then the next 2. And then the next 2. And then if it needs more, I can do more. If not, I'll backtrack a little bit here, and I'll grab that loop, pull it up, make it a knot, and then I insert my tapestry needle, and I just push it up through there, and then it's secured, and you have your hidden little end. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab your keychain and your little little latch hook thing to tie it onto your keychain for kids or whatever. And then I just, as I do that, I put it in a couple of stitches, pull it through. Whoops. Careful not to make a mess like I just did. And then I just pull it through. And there's your little potato keychain. And you can make your mouth as big as small as you want. It's up to you, however you decide. But there's your little keychain for potato. So, and they are small, so they are really tiny to put on your little, you can hang them from your purse or your key ring if you want, just for a positive little tiny potato. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe.